Hi, Vishal.
Hello, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning. I think we are meeting for the first time.
Right, ma'am. We are connecting first.
All right. Where are you connecting from?
I am a native of Haryana.
Okay. Haryana, where?
Okay. My hometown is Sonipat, but due to my work, I live in Panchkula.
Okay. All right. Can you say something more about yourself because we are meeting for the first time? So let's get to know each other.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, I am 29 years old.
Mm-hmm.
In my educational background, I have done graduation. And
Go
by
slow.
profession,
Go slow, Vishal. Go slow. Don't go so fast. Go slow. What happened?
ma'am, I got a call from my office, and it was
Oh,
urgent
okay.
call.
Okay. At times it happens, and when the phone call comes, then you can't hear for some time.
Right, ma'am.
Okay, continue with your
Ma'am,
introduction.
okay. Ma'am, my name is Vishal. I come from Haryana. I am 29 years old. I, I have done graduation. I have a graduate degree. And
Hmm.
currently I am working with Indian Railways as a technician. I have 9 years experience here, and
Oh,
I am married person. I have two kids, 3-year-old daughter and 1-year-old son.
uh-huh. Okay, all right. The son is very young, very small.
Yes, my daughter is also very young. Both are
So
toddler.
you must be having a lot of happy times with your young
Right,
children.
ma'am.
Yeah,
Right, ma'am. Right,
yeah.
ma'am. Ma'am, may I
Especially
know something about yourself?
yeah, definitely. I would know. So you are, so you have already told about where you are living, what you are doing. All right. Tell me about your hobbies also.
Okay. Earlier it was different, ma'am. Earlier I used to waste my time scrolling reels, watching movies, gossiping with friends. But right now I give my 100% time to make my life better. I study, I read book like academic book after rather and some like motivational book,
Oh,
uh,
good.
devotional book. So I study, ma'am. I developed a new hobby, reading habit. And apart from reading, I am learning this language. So I am fond of learning this language. I go
Hmm.
to gym for my physical strength, and I am
Okay.
learning about stock market for my financial freedom.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay. That is a turning point in your life, no? From entertainment, you turn to serious studies and serious
Eh,
pursuits. Yeah.
Right,
Okay.
ma'am, right.
Yeah. So my life is very dull compared to yours. No, I just teach, and teach. That's it. All
Yes.
right. So
Okay.
as you know, my name is Sudha Prabhakar, and I've been teaching English for more than last 40 years in schools and colleges, right? And then I got retired about 11 years ago. And after that, I started my own online classes. I teach from home, especially after COVID. No, after then I started teaching from home, and I teach IELTS and also spoken English classes. And my hobbies are actually watching movies and reading, which I'm not doing much nowadays.
Okay, ma'am.
Right. Okay. Apart from that, just playing with my grandchildren. That is another hobby of mine. Uh, One is young, one is in seventh standard, so I play with her. The other one is in college, so I don't get to meet her. She's in Bangalore. I'm in Chennai.
Okay, ma'am.
So it must be really
Ma'am,
cold over there, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Now,
It's starting of cold.
yeah, yeah, winter,
We
winter
don't
has,
use fan, and
yeah,
we take a bath from hot water. We drink normal water.
yeah.
So winter is starting.
In Chennai, there is no winter in Tamil Nadu. No winter
Okay,
at all. Okay. Slightly cool. It has become slightly cooler, and we require a fan. Very
okay,
often, we require a fan. Otherwise, it is pleasant weather.
okay, ma'am. Okay.
Yeah,
Ma'am,
say November, December, January, it is pleasant in Chennai. Okay,
okay,
you
but
were
in
asking.
our side, like in north side, like in January, December, it is the months of extreme cold.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was in Jaipur for a long time. 30 years I was
Okay.
in Jaipur, Rajasthan. So I have experienced extreme winters and extreme summer.
One time I have been there. I have visited some tourist place there, like Hava Mahal, Jal Mahal.
Ah, you have visited the place. Okay. Did you
Once
find
I
it
have visited.
once? Okay. Did you find it beautiful?
Yes, ma'am, it's a beautiful city.
All right. Okay. So
But I
why
got surprised why people say it's a pink city. I hardly find pink color there.
it is not actually pink? It is somewhat like brick color. Maybe somewhat like the jacket you are wearing now.
Okay, okay,
The jacket you are wearing, it is somewhat of, it is made up of sandstone. Buildings are the old buildings. They are made up of sandstones, and they have that particular color. So in old Jaipur, all buildings were of that color. That's why it was called Rose Pink City. But
okay, okay.
nowadays, people are building other, no, other structures are there with many different colors. But old city still has that rose pink sandstone. So Hava Mahal has also got some brick sort of color, no? That is supposed to be pink. Some
Got it, ma'am.
particular pigment they used to add, and now it has been declared as an heritage city, a heritage city. UNESCO has declared the city as heritage city, so they are retaining all that old architecture.
Okay.
So since you have visited Hawa Mahal, you have visited the old city, and old city you must have seen particular architecture, no, of the olden times.
Right, ma'am.
Did you visit City Palace?
Ma'am, it's a long time ago, and I am not pretty sure that I haven't clearly see that places.
You
That
must
time I
have
was in
visited.
hurry.
You must have visited because it is just behind Hawa Mahal.
Okay, next
And
time, ma'am.
yeah, that's like a museum. They have kept all the old things, the dresses
Okay.
of
I
the
went I
kings
went to
and
museum. I,
yeah.
I went to a museum. I took many photographs there.
There is an Albert Museum also there in the middle
Okay,
of
I
a
don't.
garden. A
Okay.
big garden is there in the middle of that Albert Museum. There's also beautiful architecture.
Yes, ma'am. It's a very
Yeah.
beautiful city.
Now you should do. You
Here,
should go once again. Okay. When you get opportunity, go there once again with your family
yes, ma'am.
and enjoy.
Definitely, ma'am. I heard that in Rajasthan, two cities are very developed. Jaipur. After that, Udaipur.
Udaipur. Udaipur, more lakes are there in Udaipur, Lake City.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Ma'am,
When you
you are
say
in this journey for more than 4 decades. So how you are consistent? It's a
what's
long
that?
time.
I couldn't
When
get you.
people usually think, okay, people usually think that after 20 years in this line, they will take retirement. To 20, 30 years, it's enough. Like in the age of 60, they will take retirement. But you are in this line for last 40 years, more than 40 years.
Yeah.
So what brings you here?
Something
You
we
have,
have to do, no? We cannot idle in our life, idle away our life.
oh,
Something we have to do. Some mission should be there in your life. Then only we will be able to live a meaningful life. Otherwise, we'll be, and we require money also. No, we require money also to live. So we have to have some career. Yeah. And then
okay.
when you get
And when
interested in career, Yeah.
Okay. Had you ever thought that you are going to make career in this line?
No, not in the beginning. Actually, I wanted to become a doctor. When I was in school, my father was a doctor. So I wanted to follow his footsteps. So in school and colleges, I had this dream of becoming a doctor, but then I didn't get enough marks to become. At that time, there was no entrance examination. No entrance examination.
Okay.
According to the marks you get in the college, you get admission. So I couldn't. Otherwise, you have to be in some other community, then you could have got admission. So I didn't, both I didn't have. Then I just continued my studies, and later on I happened to become a teacher. That's it. There was
Right.
no ambition in the beginning as such, but then I thought, yeah, it's good career to take up.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so can you open?
Recently,
Hmm.
recently I have seen a video that its advanced structure happening to be.
My video.
No, no, not your video. There
Okay,
is
okay.
another teacher's video I found on YouTube that its advanced structure happen to or happening to be. We can make like EGMR sentences with the happen. It's advanced structure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. How to make your life more meaningful, more successful. What was the theme of the video?
No, ma'am, he is a grammar teacher. He provide grammar video related spoken
Oh,
part.
grammar. Okay, okay. So did you like it? Did you learn anything from it?
Yes, ma'am, I follow. Okay, teacher's name is Aditya, so I follow his videos. I learn
Adi.
from
Okay,
his
all
video.
right. Okay, okay. So, do you think grammar is very important for speaking?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, I think. Earlier, I thought that speaking is enough or listening is enough. Both speaking and listening both are enough. But I was wrong. Right now, I realize that grammar is important. If you
Yeah,
want
it
to
is
speak
important in
accurately,
the later
clearly,
stage.
that it's
Yeah,
important.
yeah, yeah. But then more than that, vocabulary. You should know vocabulary and the way of speaking. The way of speaking, no, articulating words clearly. That is very important. Yes, grammar is a skeleton around which we build the language, all right, but then everything like speaking clearly is very important. So I'll give you an activity where you can actually pursue that. All right, so before that,
Okay.
can you open your session notes?
Yes, ma'am, I opened it.
Okay, can you come down a little bit where they have written an opinion on optimistic perspective? There's a quotation given
Okay. Yes, ma'am,
after,
I got it.
after those pictures. Okay, what does
Yes,
it
yes,
mean?
we can.
What does it mean?
Okay.
We can complain because rose bushes have thorns, or rejoice because thorns have roses. Did you see that
Okay.
quotation?
Okay. Ma'am, everyone attracts from the beauty of rose, but no one likes the thorns, and
Mm.
they are together. So in another situation, like if we see the another perspective, like thorns, they have rose.
Yeah. So this is two way of looking at life. Okay,
Got it, ma'am.
two ways. You can see the rose or you can see the thorns. And you can say that we can complain because bushes are thorns. Okay. And other way we can appreciate life by saying there are roses in the thorns. So we give more importance to roses than the thorns. So there are people who are complaining about what they don't have in life or what they don't get in life. And there are people who appreciate what they get in life. So in a thorn, no, in a bush, rose bush, we have to appreciate the roses rather than the thorns. So that
Right,
is the
ma'am.
meaning of that. It is different viewpoint. It is different viewpoint. It's just like the glass, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Optimistic people will
Sometimes
say glass is half full.
half full,
Pessimistic people will say glass is half
passive.
empty. They see only the empty space. They don't see the full part of that particular. So this is a difference in the attitude. Okay. All right. So the whole lesson is all about your opinions. Okay. Do you think only your opinion is correct?
No, ma'am. No,
Yeah.
never.
So are you willing to change your opinion when somebody tells you that this is not the right way, this is the right way of
Okay,
thinking? Do you change your
that
opinion?
moment, okay, then that moment, exact moment, I don't change my opinion. But I
Uh,
think in with peaceful mind that I try to understand the situation according to the other person's view.
yeah. So you are
So,
flexible.
up,
We
yes, ma'am.
become flexible. All right. Okay.
Right.
Was there any incident in life where your opinion changed because some incident taught you or some person showed you that your
Okay.
opinion is not right, it has to be changed? Was there any occasion like that in your life?
Yes, ma'am. Here are many occasions like this. But okay, after my marriage, I have a willing to purchase a car. I
Uh,
wanted to buy a car,
uh,
and I discussed with my close friend. He's my
uh,
close friend from school friend to
mm,
till now. He is in touch with me.
mm,
So he gave me practical advice that you are staying apart from your family.
mm,
Hardly you come your home like thrice in a twice in a month and for 1 and 2. So who will take care of this car if you take this?
mm,
And
mm,
it will it need to space for parking. And here are some expenses. Who will drive? Who will go to service station? So here
mm,
are many extra charges.
mm,
And in a year, hardly you have chance to go outside with your car 2 or 3 times. You can book any ticket, any car, and you can go
mm,
with
mm.
taxi. So
Yeah,
it's a good idea. After that, I changed my opinion that
yeah.
recently I don't need to purchase any car. In future, if I will need, that time I'll purchase.
Mm. Okay, that's good. All right. That's a very good example you gave. All right. And you are very lucky to have a friend like that who can give you such logical explanation. Right?
Yes, ma'am. Usually travel by I travel by train because I
Mm.
am an employee. I have chance to go here to there,
Yeah.
and for a long journey, train journey is very suitable, ma'am. It's
Mm.
very comfortable.
Yeah. And nowadays, you just book a cab and, you just call Ola or Uber, and then
Ola,
the car
Uber,
is
blah
there.
blah. Here are
Yeah.
many services.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
And they don't charge much also compared to the other
Right, ma'am.
private
Right.
taxis. Yes. And then you don't have to look after that car, keep the car tidy and,
Yes,
in order. You don't have to get it repaired. So much of money you can save also. So many people are now preferring not to have car. No, because their conveyance is met by all these, Ola and Uber. So that
good,
is a
ma'am.
very, a very good advice, I think, given by your friend. All right. Okay.
Whenever, whenever I get puzzled in like in this type of situation, I prefer to take advice from his side.
Okay. All
I
right.
discuss with him.
Yeah, yeah. So, have you ever given any advice to other people? Somewhat like this, some advice you have given to others.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. I also give advice.
Hmm. You remember any incident where you gave an advice or you changed the opinion of that other person?
Okay.
Can't remember. To your wife?
Okay. Some of my local friends they wanted to get a job outside. So I advise them try to find a job at your local place. If
Mm-hmm.
you stay here, you can save the money from rent and you can live with your family, so it will provide you connection, love, and after that you don't need to move here to there, like go there and every week come here.
Yeah.
So find a job here if you get 5,000 less, so it's okay.
Mm. Good, good. All right. Okay, so we learn from our experiences and then we can advise other people also according to the experience you have had. Okay, so all right. Okay, now let me tell you something regarding the way you are speaking. All right. So we had some little bit of exercise like this, so that we'll come to know what are all the improvements you have to make in your way of speaking. So first of all, now you have controlled that speed. When you began, you were very, I mean, very fast when you
Okay, ma'am,
started.
I wrote these lines. I know that my name is this, my
Yeah.
age, that thing. So,
So okay, that doesn't matter. We can know with practice we can control that speed, because when you are too fast, the clarity of your speech will be lost. Other people may not be able to understand easily. So basically, what is spoken English? What that is communication. So if you want to communicate with the other person has to understand, no, right?
you're right, ma'am, right.
You have
Right, ma'am,
to
very true.
speak in a moderate speed. All right. Secondly, certain words have to be pronounced clearly. All right. So when you are speaking well, but then certain words are not clear. One reason is you were going too fast. Another reason is you are not no, emphasizing on the keywords. You are not highlighting the keywords of your speech. All right.
Okay.
So this you have to do. And for that, I'll suggest an activity for you, and you will be able to control that speed of yours as well as make your speech more clear. All right. And what is this activity? You have to take a paragraph from a newspaper or any article. Do you get a newspaper at home? English newspaper?
No, ma'am, I don't take it. I
But
read
you read
newspaper
a lot,
through
no?
prayer.
You read a lot, isn't it? So
Yes,
any
ma'am.
book,
Yes.
any motivational book, whatever is, any story book, you take one paragraph, small paragraph, all right, and
Okay.
underline the key words in that paragraph. Highlight the keywords in that paragraph. And then you start reading loudly. Not too loud, loud enough to record in your mobile. All right. Start reading loudly. 10 days you have to do it. Every day for 5 minutes. For 10 days, you do this activity. All right. When you are reading, you have to emphasize on the underlined words. I told you to underline the words. So when you read loudly, you have to emphasize. You understand what I mean by emphasize? Put stress.
Giving
Put
more
stress
stress.
on the words. Yeah. And in this way, when you speak, the clarity of your speech will improve, because people will listen to only the highlighted words, no? They will listen to the emphasized words, right? So the clarity of your speech will improve, and there will be a nice rise and fall in your voice. Okay, now take this sentence as an example. There will be a rise and fall in your voice. Where did I stress? There will be a
Rise and
rise
fall.
and fall. Yeah. So these are the key words in that sentence. All right. Like this, you have to emphasize the words and read loudly for 10 days, 5 minutes a day, minimum 5 minutes a day. Now, how you are reading will be reflected in the way you are speaking. This is only a starter. No, you are warming up exercise. Okay, reading is only a warming up exercise. When you read loudly like this, the brain will understand, oh, this is the way I have to speak English. So automatically this way of reading will be reflected in the way you speak, which is one of the essential lessons in spoken English. Whatever you learn, vocabulary, grammar, if you don't speak clearly, it will not have the desired impact. All right. So, whenever you speak, you have to speak clearly. And in order to speak clearly, you have to emphasize on the keywords. So, this is an activity you can do 10 days. You do this activity. Even after 5 days, you will see the difference in the way you are speaking.
Definitely, ma'am, I will do.
Yeah, that is one thing. Secondly, you can do a storytelling activity. Do you do that? Do you?
Okay, one time in a conversation, I told a story to the tutor.
Yeah. Okay. So when you are storytelling, what are things you have to bear in mind? What do you have to concentrate on when you are telling a story? First of all, you have to tell a story in a proper manner with proper speed. All right. And you can actually highlight the dialogue. If you want to highlight the dialogue, you can say it in present tense. Okay. And then you have to stick to one tense, the basic line of the story. You have to stick to one tense. Okay. I'll tell you what to do. Take a story, part of the story. If you don't have time, don't even read the complete story. All right. Take 2 to 3 paragraphs. All right. Read the paragraphs thoroughly, concentrating on the paragraphs, read them thoroughly. All right. After that, you close that story. Then don't look into the story. Read thoroughly, and after that, close the story. Then you start narrating the story in your own words. This is very important. Start narrating the story in your own words. All right? So when you do that, you are training your brain to think in English. You're training your brain to think in English. Normally, what happens? Our subconscious mind understands in our mother tongue, and then the brain translates that into English. Okay.
Right,
So
ma'am.
here, when you are telling the story in this manner, you are training your brain to think in English. Apart from that, if you have any problem in your tenses, past tense or present tense, all right. So sometimes it so happens when you are narrating a story in any incident in the past, you start narrating it in past tense, but other tenses also come in. Present tense comes in, future tense comes in. So this creates a problem, a hodgepodge. All right. So in order to avoid this problem, you can concentrate on past tense.